Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie Titus Build-A-Figure Wave Yondu figure review. Let's do it.
Ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about.
Those 7 figures in the wave, you have 8 per case. There are 2 Star-Lords per case. You do not get a Build-A-Figure part with Star-Lord, so you just need the remaining 7 to build Titus. Taking a look at Yondu out of the package, aka Merle Dixon. We could never not see him as Merle Dixon, right? No matter what part this guy plays, you always see and hear Merle Dixon. What's this guy's real name? Somebody let me know in the comments. But real quick, I'll read the little bio. I didn't read the bio on the past 2 reviews of the figures from this particular wave, but it says, a captain of a Ravager faction, Yondu is a powerful warrior shrouded in mystery. So not a bad figure here. This guy is actually pretty nice. There's some decent paint work here. The deco looks pretty good. I think the likeness to the character is there, and overall it's a solid figure. And I get it. I understand why we have to have these movie-based figures in the line to keep Marvel Legends going strong, but I would have definitely preferred the comic version of Yondu as opposed to this guy here. Looking at accessories, he comes with the right arm to complete the Titus Build-A-Figure. He comes with an interchangeable head, which we'll look at on the body in a moment, but this one is supposed to be simulating his power to control his arrow, so you can see the mouth is kind of fixed in a whistling position. And then he also comes with his little arrow accessory here, which I believe can be fixed to the little holster or the little sheath on the side of his belt. We'll get into that. So yeah, there's a closer look at that head sculpt, and I think it looks pretty good, but I think it would have actually worked just a little bit better if they showed if it was sculpted with his mouth open just a tad bit, to really drive home the point that he was whistling. I think if they would have done that, it would have actually translated just a little bit better, but it's not bad. And there's a look at that little holster or sheath or whatever you want to call it, and you can definitely fix this end of the accessory in there, and that looks pretty cool. And I think this was a very bold move from Hasbro, and definitely a little outside of the norm for things that they do as far as accessories go. So yeah, I think that was a really nice touch. And the MCU's Yondu's powers work similar to that of the comic-based version, whereas they can both kind of control the arrow, except the comic-based version is a little cooler. He's more like a kind of mystic figure, more like a he's sort of like a Native American in some regards, but the race that he comes from is actually called Centurions, and the comic-based version uses an actual bow and arrow, and then he can use like certain sound effects and whistles and clicks to control the direction of the arrow after he shoots it. And he's got some higher endurance and stamina and strength than that of a average human. It's not really like superhuman, but definitely like peak level. And yeah, but this guy is just like a space hillbilly. And there's a closer look at the original head, and like I said, you can see he's smiling there. I think the likeness is there, and as you can see on this one, he doesn't have the extended mohawk. It's just the kind of buzz cut mohawk. And real quick, side by side, and just taking a closer look at the deco, you can see his jacket. He's got the long 3/4 inch jacket here, and you can see some weathered parts and some, it looks a bit beat up, you know, it looks a little rugged. I think these are supposed to be feathers right here on this side, but I don't know, that didn't really translate so well. And then he's got the emblem of the set that he's claiming, and you can see this little harness here, which I think probably could have been painted just a little bit better, but it's a lot of nice detail here. They did get the belt buckle there. I think they probably could have painted this all the way through, but I didn't even notice this actually. The end of his arrow accessory can actually go through this hole and through that one as well. I think that's how I had it the first time. I don't know. But then he's got another little strap here, and this looks like it's leather. And you know, the jacket looks like it's leather mixed with a little patent leather. And the pants look okay. Some folds and creases in there. The boots, I think, probably could have been a little more detailed. You know, just looking at them straight on, though, it does look pretty good. But they definitely could have went the extra mile and touched up just a few things. But overall, yeah, the jacket comes off with no problem. So in terms of articulation, the head is on a ball joint. You'll get it to go up just about that far. You'll get it to go down just about that far. It'll turn left to right. It'll get a little bit of a pivot, actually. Can do a full 360. The shoulders, without the jacket on, can go up pretty far. You'll get them to do a full 360. You'll get an upper bicep swivel, a nice deep double jointed elbow, a swivel on the wrist, as well as a hinge. You'll get articulation at the waist. Ab crunch is not the best as far as moving forward. Moving back, it moves very far without the jacket. You're not going to get it that far back with the jacket on. This thing is a separate piece here. Legs will go out just about that far. Not the best as far as doing a split. Legs will go up that far. They won't really go back that much. And then you have upper thigh swivel. You got a double jointed knee. No rotation at the boot, same as Star-Lord. You do get a hinge on the foot, and you do get a nice deep ankle pivot. And these joints are pretty tight, but decent amount of articulation on Yondu here. And a real quick size comparison with some of his co-stars. You can see Batista Drax on the right, and you can see Chris Pratt Star-Lord on the left. So not a bad figure. Definitely some fun factor here. You're going to have to pick this guy up if you want to complete Titus. I am interested to see how this character develops in the second movie and see what happens with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the adventures they go on in this next movie. Friendly reminder here that myself and my man Pancheezey covered the International New York Toy Fair 2017, and we got a bunch of content coming out. The last video that I put up was a little glimpse into the Hasbro private event, and right this moment my man Pancheezey has a video up from Tamashii or from Bandai that you should definitely check out, and the link for that will be in the description, as well as the link for my man Rectangular's video highlighting some of the things that we found out from the Hasbro panel. You'll see that a lot of these videos that we'll be putting out over the next 24 and 48 hours will be kind of intertwined together. So yeah, definitely check out Pancheezey's video, and I'll be following up with something right after that. Stay tuned to my channel, to his channel, and to all of these updates, and also the A.C.B.A Instagram as well. So all of those links will be in the description. I think the next review from this particular wave will be Vance Astro, maybe. I think that's what it'll be. So stay tuned for that, and until next time, peace.